Hello, my name is Tara Sklar. I am a professor of health law and the director of the Health Law and Policy Program here at the University of Arizona James E. Rogers College of Law. And it is my pleasure to speak with Brian Santo today. He will be leading a new course we're offering this spring from January to March called Leadership and Equity in the Life Sciences. Brian, thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We would just love to hear a little bit more about you and your interest in teaching this new course.
Sure thing. Well, I'm a healthcare attorney, with a focus on policy, regulatory, compliance matters. I went to law school at Duquesne, which is in Pittsburgh, and I did my master's in public health at Pitt, as well, University of Pittsburgh. I started out in major consulting at Booz Allen Hamilton. I kind of split my time between legal and health policy matters. Now I'm in-house Associate General Counsel at the National Committee for Quality Assurance here in DC. So I'm in the DC area, Metro, where I work on everything from IP to employment law to government contracts, but still with that focus on regulatory and compliance matters. Again, I've been teaching at the master's level and law school level for 6+ years in person and online in the DC area, but this is my first course with Arizona. So I'm excited and eager to join this team. My unique fact, everyone has this unique fact about them, is that I played professional baseball for a few years after college, before law school, and going back to reality. So again, I'm here in DC with my wife and 3 daughters. In terms of creating and teaching this course, DEI issues are at the forefront of almost any industry this day, right? At society at large. So healthcare and particularly the life sciences, which this course is going to focus on, it's a critical strategic objective. So it's exciting to present an important and timely topic to students.
That's great. And one thing that's quite unique about this course, we were actually asked to teach it by the Drug Information Association because they saw such a global need for particularly those in the life sciences, but in general, leaders in healthcare to have a better understanding of some of the laws, the compliance issues, the best practices. Yeah. So it really is a highly desired course from industry and regulators at this time. What particular topics do you plan to cover in the course?
Well, just like it sounds, right? The course is going to provide an overview of equity considerations in the life sciences industry. But what I like about the course is that it's not just going to address, for example, legal matters. It's going to touch on policy. It's going to touch on business concerns, be it you're a leader and how you might want to organize your workforce to address DEI issues. It's going to address risk management concerns. And it's a complex industry, right? The life sciences industry. We address emerging trends. So the aging population, for example, we're aging. And I saw a study that over 200% of minority populations for older adults is going to continue to rise in the coming decades. And that's pretty staggering. So another topic is clinical trials. It's important that people in these trials are represented. So the clinical trials need to represent the populations that are most likely going to use these products. And most, over the recent years and decades, those in the clinical trials and medical research, there's been a lot of underrepresented groups, and current initiatives hope to address that. So the course is going to cover a lot of things from employment law to distinct topics like I just mentioned to business matters. So it's a nice mix of material.
That sounds really helpful and interesting. I love your points about how we are all living longer and working later. And, with that, the views and perspectives on older employees are going to be changing. And that's important to mention. I also really love how you describe the legal policy and business elements of the course, because that does reflect our student body, which makes up all those different areas. Yeah. Are there particular students that you recommend take this course?
This course is right for those in the life sciences industry. I'll start with that, who want to learn more about this topic, and it's only going to gain momentum. It's not going anywhere. And knowledge of this subject matter that you're going to absorb in this class are going to serve all students well. That is, coming right out of undergrad or working professionals who are tasked with either implementing DEI programs or those are just kind of out on the, not particularly tasked with addressing them, but being part of the leadership or operations or HR. It's going to apply to anyone in the healthcare industry. So don't feel just because you're not in the life sciences, biotech, pharma industry, that these topics are going to apply to everyone. As much of the discussion is going to be very relevant to all segments of the healthcare industry, not just life sciences.
It sounds like a fantastic course. I love your perspective on it. Thank you for leading it for us. We will be offering it, planning to offer it for the first time this mid-January to early March, which is spring 1 in our course calendar. And we plan to offer it hopefully in the future thereafter. And a delight to have you speak to us today and lead this course for us. It is part of the regulatory science certificate, but students that are taking any of our health law classes are welcome to enroll. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.